I'm Michaela,
I'm Milan,
and this
and this
is
is
Unfiltered Uncorked.
Uncorked
Okay, welcome back to the pod.
Potteroony.
Today we're talking about, you guessed it, Australia.
Oi, oi, oi.
Milan and I have officially finished our first week at a winery, at the wineries we're working at in
Hmm.
Aussie.
Yeah, and the crazy hasn't even started yet,
No,
so I'm nervous.
me too. Harvest for me starts on Wednesday.
We start well, we're getting like 40 or 50 tons in on Monday, and then I think our harvest starts the next week on Wednesday, and we'll be
Hmm.
bringing in like 150 tons a day after that.
Long
Hmm.
tired. Well, at that point though, like that big, don't they have a lot of machines that do?
Hmm. Yeah, the machines mainly do the work for us at this point. So it's just cleaning those big machines,
Do you have
which
to
I had
get
to do all day yesterday.
do you have to get in them?
No, 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 no. There's very few of them. Like they try not to get in them as much as possible, especially since you need a permit for them. So yeah, but I'm cleaning this tank right now that's like awful, and someone might have to get into it
Ooh,
and
seriously?
start shoveling. Yeah. I
Ew.
mean, I don't need to. I don't need to because I don't have the permit for it, but one of them's gonna have to.
Yeah,
So,
I have my confined certificate training next
oh,
week.
you do? I don't know if
Yeah,
they're gonna do it for us or not.
because we have to go
I don't
in the
know.
press and clean it.
Oh, yeah, I guess that's still considered a confined space. Yeah.
He
Well,
said
that's
that's
definitely a
the
confined
only
space.
thing we'll be getting in though, is the press.
Going into a presto and cleaning is like the worst thing ever. I haven't had
Yeah.
to do it, but I've seen people do it and it sucks.
Yeah, and you have to take out all the screens on the inside.
Hmm. Yeah, they take forever to clean.
Yeah, that's what we're doing Tuesday.
Fun. Full,
Okay,
full fun.
so we are gonna go through some questions we have about questions we think that y'all would ask us,
Hmm. I
our
agree.
our followers.
First is first. What surprised us the most when we landed? Leaving the damn airport.
The facts. So,
They
when you're trying to get directions, okay, let's talk about this. No, let's back all the way the hell up.
Can we talk about the Uber line?
Yeah, that's what I was saying. One,
Okay,
customs
cool,
was
cool,
the
cool.
easiest thing in the entire world.
Oh, absolutely. I walked right through.
Yeah. And then you get outside and
A
the
mess.
it
Absolute
was, yeah. No
chaos.
one prepared us for the airport.
They do Uber a little bit differently at the Sydney airport. I don't know if it's like all airports do this in Australia, but basically, instead of purchasing your Uber, getting in your Uber, you purchase an Uber and then you wait in this line called, it's like an Uber queue. And then it's a line and you just wait until you get an Uber.
It's like,
And so if you're in the back of the line, you're stuck
yeah.
waiting for everyone. And
We looked
so
at that line and we're like, oh, hell no.
no. And, but our grand idea was to possibly take a train and a bus. What should have taken max 30 minutes took us 2 hours to
Hours.
get to my friend's place.
2 motherfucking hours.
Yep.
And 30 minutes of the 2 hours was just us walking from the Uber line back to try to find the train, back to the Uber line, back to the train, and I'm like, oh my God.
No, and the funny thing was, is like we never walked far. Like we were probably 5 steps away because we never walked far enough to see the sign that says train with the arrow. We kept stopping like a couple feet before, and we're like, what the hell? And also, like, we didn't really know what train to take. And I asked a kind friend some directions, and they gave us directions from train to said bus stop. And then,
So I also just want to point out a little bit that Milan told me later that when she was looking up directions on how to get to our destination, she forgot to put in the destination's address.
I was just looking on maps where the stations were at. I was so confused. I was like, because I remember using Apple Maps in Europe, and it would just show me which ones to get on. And I just didn't think, I don't know why. I think I was so like tired or flustered or whatever,
I'm
stressed.
not gonna lie,
And I
once we got up that stupid motherfucking hill with all of our luggage, dude, I was like, you've got to be kidding me.
and so we walked to like the train place. We went down to the train place. We're rushing because we got 2 minutes to hop on this train. We get on the train. We're good. And this one girl next to us has like these really nice directions.
Like
Like
tells you the
really,
stops, what trains to get on, what platforms they'll be at, like all this stuff.
which Apple Maps does it too. I just forgot to press go. And Michaela looks over to these two girls. You know, they're travelers as well. They look just like us. Um, they were from
They
like
had,
France. I mean,
yeah, they
I
had
don't know.
like
They
an
had it.
accent like over somewhere over there.
And Michaela goes, "Hey, like, quick question. What
Also,
app are you
yes. Okay, we are like packed in this train like sardines, okay?
using?"
Like
It
there
would
are
be
so
so
many
hard.
people in there, okay? And my dumbass asked this girl what app she's using to figure out what freaking train she's going on. And she was with a friend too. They looked at each other. God, I'll never forget this. Looked at each other, looked back at me, and go, Google Maps. And I'm like, oh. And I'm like, wow, wow, is it time for us to get off? Because I think
I had to try so hard not to laugh.
so did I. I had to look I instantly was like, thanks. It looked the other way. Gosh, this is why we get a bad rep in all these countries, Americans do,
Uh-huh.
because we ask stupid questions like, hey, what app is Google Maps?
Yep. And then we get to the next train stop where the directions say T4. So I'm like, we gotta find T4. T4. And where we go, we take elevators and escalators up to what I thought was T4. Well, next to it has another number. T4 is the train number, but the number next to it is the platform number. We went from all the way down to where we actually were at to the very
Which
top.
was,
And
yeah.
and we're like, crap, now we have to get all the way back down. Well, elevators were all in use. There were no escalators. So we take some steps down.
We're
Not
like,
too
oh,
bad
the
the
stairs
first
can't
round.
be that bad. Like, we'll just do it.
Oh my God. So we go down these stairs and we're freaking exhausted. Exhausted. And we're walking and we're walking and we find the platform. We're like, oh, the platform's down again. Elevator, long line, no escalators, more stairs. We're like, okay, how many stairs can this be? We go down one set, we go down two, and we're huffing and puffing. And thankfully, this sweet angel of a man grabs Michaela's bag for her and starts walking it down.
He just goes, oh, you need help? Grabs my suitcase and just books it down the thing. And I'm like, oh my gosh, is like, what the hell is happening? I'm like huffing and puffing and laughing. And I'm like, thank
Like
you so much.
profusely sweating at this point. God, and then it was another set, and I'm over here freaking struggling, trying to get
Dude,
5 bags out of the
I bet Milan was in front of me. I passed Milan and just started running down the stairs with the man. I'm like, yes, my suitcase. Good
And then
morning.
was sprinting. And
Sorry.
then okay, and then again we're sweating and we hop on our next train, I mean. And then we get off at it takes you to like the bus stop. Oh my God. Trying to find a way out of this
Yeah.
bus stop for some reason was so damn hard. Again, going up and down stairs, up and down the elevator. We finally find a way out, and it's a 10-minute walk towards my friend's house uphill. Oh, yeah.
And then we get there and it was like by the time we got there, she like had a meeting and she's like, "Hey, like can you guys just drop your stuff in the garage and like go to a coffee shop or something?" And we still had an hour till her meeting, and so I was like, "Milan, no. I need to get the hell out of these clothes. I need to change." I literally we walk in to her house, no AC. There's not an AC unit. Australia does not have air conditioner, and I'm like, "Oh hell no." Thankfully, she had like a portable AC. So I ripped my motherfucking clothes off and I sat in front of that AC until we had to go. I was like, I'm overstimulated here.
Yep. Let's see what else. Oh, we went to the bank, had a mini heart attack because we're idiots. We didn't put our middle names on our work visas.
Yeah, because in America they just call it like middle name and then it'll be like required. But it's
Hmm.
like in all the applications that we had to do for all the stupid stuff, it was like your other given name. And that didn't compute in my head that my middle name's given. So,
And so it took us a moment to get verified. And then
yeah,
but we got our banks. They're working now.
I got paid.
Um, you got paid?
It was
That's
very
nice.
pequeño, but I got paid for 3 days.
I haven't paid yet. But
What do
yeah.
you like? What do you think about Australia in comparison to America? Like in not in like all the crazy shit in America, but like living like
Honestly, it low key still feels like a different country, but in English, if that makes sense.
okay. I don't get that, but okay.
I don't
I,
know, like it doesn't I think because like none of their buildings like look American. So it feels like I feel like a lot of their buildings don't really look American. Like their storefronts.
yeah, I mean, I definitely see that, but I also like living here and like going to the store and all of that kind of stuff. Like it just feels like back home to me.
Yeah, so yeah. But it's
You know
also
what I
because
mean?
it's in English. Like if it was in a different country, we'd
Oh,
feel
we
like
would
we're in that like we'd
correct,
actually feel like we're in a different country. But
correct.
like, oh my God, driving on the opposite side of the road, on the opposite side of the car is a pain in the butt.
Yeah. So my dad, you know how we were talking about, does every country, I probably shouldn't say this out loud because this is kind of a blonde moment for us. When we said, does every country drive on the wrong side of the road and America's just fucked up? He said, my dad's like, no, Michaela, it's all English country, English colonized countries, like the UK,
Oh.
Australia, because like,
England and then like
but like Spain,
another
Italy,
country
everyone else who drives on the right side of the road.
drives on the right side of the road. Yeah.
It's just this country. I can't, that is one thing that scares the living shit out of me is driving on the wrong side of the road.
It drives me nuts.
It drives me
See, I
nuts.
don't know if it's necessarily being on the wrong side of the road, definitely
The
being on the wrong
seat.
side of the seat. It's weird because like I go and I reach for things. I turn on my windshield wipers when I mean to turn on my blinkers. I turn on my blinkers instead of my windshield wipers, and it's a mess.
It was so funny. So we went to on Wednesday, we had one of my coworkers that's from a different country that came here for harvest. He found like a group meeting of because where I'm at, it is a wine valley, so there's a shit ton of wineries. and they were having a meetup at this pub, and so we went, and I only drank one beer, and they drank like more, and they're like, Michaela, can you drive home? I'm like, sure. So they had parked the car,
On the
and
wrong side.
on the wrong, well, no, like it was the right side, like the right side of the road, but they had parked the car,
Yeah.
and I was like, I had the keys, and I went to go get in, and I was like, okay, you just like, before I told them, like, you don't get to make fun of me. I'm nervous driving. I don't know what the hell 30 or 40 kms or kmp, whatever the hell, kilometers per hour. I don't know any of that. I don't know what it computes to how fast I'm going. I was like, so I just go whatever it says on the little circle. And they're like, oh, okay. So we walk to the car, and I go to get in, and I open the passenger door to get in to start driving. They're like, Michaela, are you sure you're okay to drive? And I'm like, yeah, I'm fine. I'm sorry.
I've done that like 3 times already so far in my car.
Yeah, but the one thing I will say, have you reached for the wrong side for the seatbelt?
Seatbelt.
Mm. Yeah, that's
And
gone.
then like because I don't see the little handle down, I keep reaching up. Like like some trucks you like
Yeah,
do like the part on the side. I keep reaching to do that instead. It just feels weird using my left hand.
I agree.
I'm like looking to my left, like it just feels so weird.
Yeah, and you know how you always look, okay, I'm trying to think in America. When you turn, you look like, what is it? Left, right, left. You look right,
Left.
left. You
Oh
look
wait,
up, whatever way you're supposed to look, you look opposite now.
yeah. And like
And I keep
because like
catching
that's
myself. I'm like,
opposite.
oh, I don't need to be looking this way. I need to be looking that way.
A lot of I don't know about like for you, but a lot of the doors out here, you don't like oh this is that really you don't turn the handle. You just push. A lot of the doors are push out here. They don't have like a pulls. And then because like some like hand like certain things are backwards, I keep thinking that everything is backwards. So
Oh,
I'll go to like turn something like righty tighty lefty loosey.
yeah.
I keep doing I keep going
Same.
righty to loosey.
I was
I don't
putting
know
the
why
valve
like
on and I was doing it backwards. I was like, no, I swear this is right. No.
I don't know, like my brain just thinks like because everything is completely different from back home that it's going to be completely different for everything and it's not.
Yeah. Oh, the faucets at work are backwards. Not
Oh,
like,
are they?
but like, I don't know, like when I turn them, I can never, I either turn it all the way on or doesn't, it's off. And so like,
Mm,
I have to like, you know what I mean? Like forward, backwards, forward, backwards, that's on or off. And I just can't figure it out for some reason. I feel like a goon.
um, yeah. I like it out here though.
I do too.
Well, besides my living conditions, but other than that,
Well, it's in the middle of nowhere.
like BFE, middle of nowhere. I have no Wi-Fi. The water for 3 people right now is rainwater.
So
Thankfully, it
when you run
rained the
out
other
of
day.
water,
We're out of water. Wow.
what do you do?
There's
It's
a,
what if it doesn't rain?
there's a shower at work. So we were thinking about just showering at work. And then
Ooh, save
I'm not
water.
doing laundry. Yeah, I'm not doing laundry. I'm just gonna go to a laundromat here in town.
Oh, I didn't even think about that.
Oh,
Don't pee. Also, no,
don't be.
this is what I found very, very strange about Australia. I don't know if you've noticed, but in every single toilet that I've gone to the bathroom in, and you flush it, it's copious amounts of water.
Yes,
It
like
like
it like rushes
floods the
out.
toilet.
Hmm.
Yeah, I'm like,
Yeah,
oh my God, save some water. And I mean, Australia is living in the future here. We are a day ahead. But you can, what I think is convenient is like the tap to pay thing. You tap to pay for everything.
even the gas sometimes. Well, like gas stations here, you can have the app downloaded and they'll pay that way. or what they do is they pay af you have to pay inside.
Oh, good, because I have to go get gas. So you like pump your gas and then go pay.
Mhm.
That's strange.
They don't have the automatic holdy thingy either. You have to hold it. It'll automatic. Oh, some pumps. There, I was being told some pumps will automatically. You have to hold it no matter what. Sometimes it'll automatically stop for you, and sometimes it won't.
Oh, wait, it's not gonna stop when it's full?
I found out that like when I pumped my gas in my car, it stopped at that one gas station. I don't know if it's like that for all the other
Oh
gas
my gosh,
stations
I
though.
can't go get gas. I guess I'm not going to the grocery store.
You can go hungry.
But yeah, what are your thoughts on your roommates? Where are your
Love
roommates
them.
from?
Oh, my roommates are from France. Um, and they're a couple. She's from like South France. She's like from the Burgundy. I forget. She lives like in a small little town. That's right. He's like from the Burgundy area. Super cool. They're super cool.
Have you
Um,
learned anything from them?
I have learned how to ask for water in French. Should I practice in front of the
Yeah,
people?
I was waiting for you to ask for water.
Okay, so the correct way to say it, I'm still having a little bit trouble with. So I'm gonna say like the improper, but like saying please at the end. So like I'm gonna say I want water instead of I learned to say I want water and I wish for water.
Oh,
But the word for wish is really hard for me to pronounce.
why would that's proper of saying I wish for water?
It's nicer than want. Like
Okay.
saying wishes, but I don't know if I don't. So I want water is je veux de l'eau.
Milan, you French.
Je, je veux de l'eau. Uh, I forgot how to say please. S'il vous
Por
plaît.
favor, s'il vous plaît.
No. Yeah, so you say je veux de l'eau, s'il vous plaît.
That's so
Thank you very
good.
much. Thank you very much.
I love that for you.
And they taught me a couple other words, but I'm still practicing. But I want water down
Well,
from a bit
that's
of
good
French.
for harvest. That's hilarious. Anything else? What about like your coworkers? Are they all Australian?
Yeah, the rest of my coworkers are Australian. He's one of the guys is the boyfriend of one of the girls, and the girl is from Australia, but the guy's actually from the Netherlands.
That's cool.
Yeah, surprisingly enough, his English is a little easier to understand than the Australians. Like his accent is easier to understand.
Yeah.
Oh, what's funny too, I never thought I'd be this. I'm an English translator for
Dude,
my French
same.
roommates. For my French roommates, I'm an English translator because they can speak English, but the Australian accent is so hard for them. And
Mm-hmm.
so I was like talking to one of the Australian guys I work with about it, and I was like, well, if you think about it, they don't learn Australian English. They learn American English in school, like how in school we learn Spanish instead of like your Mexican Spanish. And I was like, it's the same thing. So the Australians are talking and they'll catch a little bit and they'll look at me and they're like, what did they say? I'll have to translate to them what they said. And sometimes I don't even understand what the Australians said. They all they they speak so low but fast. Does that make sense? Like
Yeah.
quiet. They talk kind of quiet and really fast. So with their accents, it's a little hard.
Stavros, he speaks Italian fluently. So he is like Massimo, who speaks Italian in like broken English. He's his like direct translator. But Massimo was telling me the other night, he goes, our boss? And I say, yeah. He goes, he stand up there like he's the Pope and he tell us what to do. I had no idea what he said. Because like there's stairs to get up and from like the winery there's like a little set of stairs and then there's like a little platform and that goes into the winemaker's office. And so he was standing up there like telling us what to do for the day and all this stuff. And it's also nice because we have a whiteboard and it's like he lists out what we need to do for the day, and then once we're done, we just go check it off.
Mm-hmm.
And then when we're done with our list, we can go home. Whether it takes us till 4:30 or we get to leave at 3, then we leave at 3. But he goes, we only did it. It was like the start of the week on Monday that we did it. And he goes, he's standing up there. I was trying to figure out what the hell he was talking about. I'm like, the Pope? What are you talking about? But that's what he was.
Oh,
And he's like, I don't understand them. I can never understand them. I have no idea what they say ever. He goes, I just go like this and I nod. And then I look at Stavros and I go, we have to rack. Stavros says, see. We have to move. We have to clean barrels. Stavros says, see. He's like, so I just do all this. He goes, I don't know why we have to sit around and talk like that. And I was like, I don't know why we have to act like we're the Pope either. I'm sorry. He was so
dude,
funny.
Massimo cracks me up. Like the way you
He's
talk about
so,
Massimo, he's so funny, dude.
when we went to the pub to meet all those people, it was like they all knew each other. I don't know how, but they all knew each other. And then it was just the three of us. So it's like the wine area and then like our wineries out here. So it's just the three
Yeah.
of us and we like walk in and Massimo goes, sorry, I'm shy. And I go, that's okay, me too. And he goes, you drink 2 beers? And I said, not shy anymore. And he goes, okay, we drink. Cheers. But I did realize, literally yesterday, because we were cleaning a tank together, and I, like, I catch myself from working at Chapelton of saying like my Spanglish, and
Oh, yeah.
so it's like I said gracias to one of the Australian girls, and she just looked at me like I was an idiot, and I'm like, sorry, sorry. Like in America, people would understand that, you know what I mean? But
Yeah.
uh Massimo's, oh, thank you. Thank you for speaking Italian. I said sí. And he's like, thank you. And I'm like, oh, I'm speaking Spanish, but cool. But a lot of the words are like similar, so I
Mm-hmm.
can say some words and like, but when he's talking on the phone to his family, I have no idea what he's talking about. It's way too
Yeah.
fast for me. But he goes, all you people, you talk so fast. You need to slow down. Slow down when you talk. And I was like, okay.
He's so funny. No, my French roommates, they speak a lot in English to me, but sometimes they'll just start talking really fast in French to each other. And then after they're done with their conversation, they'll be like, okay, so what we said.
That's it. Yeah, 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 same.
So
Um,
like I'll be sitting there in silence, they'll be talking back and forth in French, and then they stop like, okay, so this is what we were talking about, and then they start talking about it in English. I just think it's so funny to me. No, I love them. They're so cool.
they always are apologizing for speaking in Italian, and I'm like, I don't care. It's like, but they do give me like a Cliff Notes of
Cliff
like,
Notes version.
yeah. And I said, he said something. He was describing Italy to me of where he lives. He has both of them have their own vineyards.
Oh,
Yeah, like big.
well, I guess for them it's not season, so they're not having to freak out too much.
No, but anyways, I just thought that was crazy. Like he said, do you like working in the cellar or the vineyard? And I was like, the vineyard. And he goes, me too. All of us. All of us like the vineyard more. And he's like, but Sillerhand, you get to travel places. And I said,
Hmm.
exactly what I said. They're like my bigger older brothers. And they were like giving me advice on like traveling and all this stuff and where to go in Italy. And you really have to live somewhere to really know what you want, to get the local view and see all the bad about the country or the good. I was like,
They're
perfect.
right. They're right. Well, that's what you and I are planning on doing is like going and seeing all the different places we're going to be working and living in. If we decide we want to live in another country, we at least got to see what it was like to live there for several
Hmm.
months. So,
Yeah. And I
yeah.
think like they were like, do you have a boyfriend at home? And I was like, no. They're like, good. Then you can travel and work everywhere. And I was, yep, that's my plan.
Hmm. Okay. Let's see. What's the next question? Is the
Oh,
job what you expected?
yes.
Okay. Me, no. But yes, yes and no for me. It's so big. I thought I'd be doing some of the other stuff, but that you would usually do in the cellar. I don't really
Mhm.
know how to explain it, but because it's so big, you skip like 10 steps.
Yeah, like the mundane, tedious shit of cleaning and
Hmm
sanitizing, you're not doing. I'm doing, but you're not doing.
hmm And like we still do it. They just use like different stuff so we don't have to actually go and do it by hand.
Well, with that mass production, it's kind of crazy to
Yeah.
think about though. Like,
And this place like is so big, you like get lost and there's gonna be times we work at night and I was talking to them like, yeah, working at night is low key kind of hard because you can't see anything. Oh my God, they don't have enough pumps. They have like 4 or 5 pumps.
we have more pumps than that.
Yep. Where like literally there's times where we're standing around doing absolutely no work because we're waiting on a pump. Because that's all we're just racking and transferring and sometimes like some of these like transfer because we're doing like we transfer 23,000 liters of wine into a container because we do bulk wine. So we send the wine and they bottle it there.
Mhm.
Because it's easier than doing the bottling at the production facility. And it took from 8 a.m. to 3 to get 23,000. Well, okay, I guess they were going through a filter at the same time. But yeah, it was taking forever. And then, yeah, it just takes so long sometimes.
We just shipped out wine on a truck, like the tank,
The tanker.
the tanker.
Yeah.
It came, and then we put wine in there. But something that I realized is a lot of wineries here, at least in the Barossa, they don't bottle their wine. They put it in, so it's like weird. They have these like square tanks, metal square tanks, and they put their wine in there, and then a truck comes and they put the wine tanks on there, and then it goes
hmm
to a different winery in the Barossa, and then we just like you just pay them to bottle your wine, and then it comes back to you.
Interesting.
I thought that was interesting too. And like like
hmm
different wineries will open up their bottling line for other smaller wineries or whatever the case is. But
hmm
like I'd say this facility is pretty good size, like way bigger than anything I've worked in. I've worked at small places though.
Yeah.
And this is considered small, medium to
Do you
small.
know how many tons they bring in during the harvest
They're
season?
expecting 315.
That's more than what
Like
I've done. And we're about to do 3,000, like around 3,000.
we're getting 10 tons in on Wednesday of wine.
Nice. That's not a lot.
Mm-mm.
That'll be easy peasy.
Mm-hmm.
Quick day. Are there any like differences at work, like work cultural differences that you see?
Yes, the amount of coffee that is consumed. They have their own like coffee machine, like that you
Yeah,
go
same.
like at the store, not the store, like at a cafe.
hmm
They
We
drink
have two
coffee.
coffee makers.
Jesus, we have drink coffee in the morning, coffee after lunch, and then a coffee at night. And I'm like, so like, do you want coffee? And they finally stopped asking me because I was like, no, I don't
Yeah,
drink
I literally told them I
coffee.
was like, I don't drink coffee, and they're like, how? And I said, because I'm built like that.
They're like life without caffeine. And I was like, well, you can get caffeine in so many different things now that like
hmm
I don't know, coffee. I was like, coffee just screws with my stomach. I was like, I want to try
Yeah,
it. I
makes me
just
sick.
also need to try it on a day I have off after.
Me.
I was thinking
Um,
of going to the cafe today and getting a coffee to try.
yeah, I'm about to go to after the library closes. I'm about to go to a cafe because apparently they're really good. Oh, dude, so something that's different. They take their breaks very seriously here. They
Oh
will
yeah.
stop what they're like in the middle of what they're doing and go take a break. So we get 2 breaks. So we have a 15-minute and then we have a 30-minute. And our 15-minute they call a smoko break, smoko. I don't know. Because I asked them and they're like, back in the day, they used to say smoko because they used to just go out for a smoke. Now it's just a
Mm.
break. And so we call it smoko and then lunch. But yeah, they take that very seriously out here. And they're super chill
Wait, so how many breaks do you get?
too. But a total of 45 minutes though.
Plus the lunch?
No, no, we get our 15-minute and then we get our 30-minute.
Oh.
30-minute is lunch, yeah. So we'll take smoko around like 10, 11, and then we'll take our lunch. I like to take it after 12, like around 2, 1 to 2. And then we usually get off around 4. On Fridays, we got off at 2 if we don't have like a lot of work. And then obviously that will all change when harvest starts, though.
Mm-hmm. We only get lunch.
Mm, damn.
It's an hour though.
Oh, that's good then.
Yeah, I just walked to my house.
You just walk to your house. Do you guys all go to the house and eat lunch?
So we're all supposed to go eat together in like the winery. They have like an admin building that's attached, and there's like a big table and there's a TV in there. It's really nice in there. But Massimo goes on Friday. He said, I don't like going over there and eating at lunch, which I can totally understand because like we all sit around at the table, and I think it's cool that they all have lunch together, like I really do. But we all sit around the table and they all talk to each other, not us. And Massimo can't even understand them, so why would he want to?
Uh,
You know what I mean? Like, why would he want to be over there?
yeah.
And also, like, my lunch is the only time I can call my parents and my grandma.
I
So,
feel that.
I mean, Nana's been staying up later and later, so I can talk to her when I get off work.
How
But,
cute.
like, I can't talk to anyone in Texas or like my friends. They're all asleep by then. So, like,
hmm
the only time I have is to call them on my lunch,
Yeah, I feel that.
and Massimo calls. He's on the phone all the time.
hmm
But
Speaking of Nana, she just sent me a friend request on Facebook.
ooh, slay.
Slay. Like literally right now. What
But
the
yeah,
hell
I
did
think
I say?
it's like I think it's cool some of the stuff they do, but they're all from here or they all live around here, so they all know the same kind of like same people and stuff. You know, like when you're sitting at the dinner table with your family and you're talking the town
Mhm.
gossip with your family, like that's
Yeah,
what happens.
that's the people I work with are kind of like that, but I don't know. Like every conversation, we're all like somehow me and like my two roommates are somehow able to like also contribute, and so sometimes we'll have some like really good funny conversations with them, and then like sometimes they just talk to each other, and sometimes I just talk to my roommates, uh, and sometimes I just sit there.
Honestly, like it's definitely a different atmosphere, I'd say, in that sense of like all like wanting to sit around a table and eat lunch together. Because like in America, oh hell no, I don't want to sit at a table and eat lunch with it's my time alone.
Mhm.
Yeah, that's
Oh, so
always
you
been my
didn't want to sit next to me at
No, that's not what
taco
I'm
time?
saying. But imagine if we had to sit around a table with Caitlin for lunch.
Oh, yeah, that's true. Man, I hate my life. First
Exactly.
lunch
And like when I
ever.
worked at my dad's, like it was nice to just go and like be by myself and
Sit in
like
your, yeah,
yeah, I sit in my car if I had to, wherever the case was. And I'd still have lunch with my dad, but then like the first 30 minutes I did that, then the next 30 minutes I went and I called you or Sammy or whoever the case
that's
was.
true.
And like
They're true, they're true.
I don't want to like come off rude, but like also I don't want to sit around a table and not talk.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
I don't know. Is
Yeah,
that
sometimes we
mean? I'm
always,
not sure.
no, sometimes we always find something. I like also too, like what we've been doing is like finding something to talk about and then compare it how it's different in France, America, and Australia, and like
Mhm.
if they had different names. So the main topic has been football versus football versus football versus soccer.
Mm.
Because like they have footy out here, that's their football, their Australian football. and then they have their rugby, and then they have their soccer. And then we
Mhm.
have American football, we have rugby, and then we also have, but rugby's not that big, so I guess it doesn't really count. And then we have soccer, and then in France, they just have soccer, which they call football.
Mhm.
And so there's been a debate, a low-key debate about if it's football or soccer. And so,
Do
like,
Australians call it soccer?
yeah, they call it soccer. And then they call
Hmm.
their football, they call it footy, and that's like it's not rugby, it's their football. And they kick the ball too, but the ball is different. It's
Ugh.
like the ball is kind of like a mix of a football and a rugby ball. And then let's see here. Yeah,
I asked my like coworkers and when I was the Australian coworkers, I was like, "Do you guys watch rugby?" And they're like, "No, not at all. We don't have very good rugby." And I'm like, mm, "Actually,
I
you
beg to
do."
differ.
And they're like,
Well,
"We do?" And I'm like, "Yeah,
well,
yeah."
yeah, I was talking to my Australian people I work with too, and they're like, yeah, rugby's not that big out here. I'm like, you have like 12 teams? What are you talking about?
Well, so do we. We have more than 12 teams, and we still say the same thing.
Oh, that's true.
And I was just so happened to be wearing my Cal rugby shirt that day.
And you're like,
And I was like, oh, I like rugby. And he's like, yeah, I could tell by your shirt. And I was like, oh,
looks down.
cool. Didn't know I was wearing that today. But yeah, that was a little bit awkward. But yeah, I mean, I think I'm gonna like it. I love like the international um guys that are here. They're like my older brothers. And
Yeah.
we got drunk on Friday yesterday. And they're like, Michaela, we need to drink more with you. You're fun. I'm like, I'm always fun. I just don't want to be cleaning barrels 24/7, but give me some variety throughout the day. I
Hmm.
can't sit at a desk and work on one thing all day. I can't be doing one thing all day with my hands.
Yeah,
You know what I mean?
I feel
But if I
that.
don't, right here, so sore.
Oh, is it?
Back to this. Yeah, if that hurts really bad, but look, oh, it still goes in. In my brain, it stopped like my dad's, but it's hard right there. It used to be
Oh,
like
you getting
this.
some muscles.
Yeah, straight
I,
up.
it's cute. A lot of the guys I work with, I'll go and do something. They're like, no, no, that's okay. I'll lift for you. It's heavier. Let me do it. I don't want you to get dirty. I'm like, I don't care.
Yeah,
But thank you.
I wish that was the case for me. That's not the case for me.
No,
It's
yeah,
just
everyone at
that
my work is so sweet. I love them. I just want to give them a big hug.
um the other girl, so my coworker's name is Michaela and it's spelled the same exact way, but she goes by Mac. So it's easy to differentiate us. And
Mhm.
her and I have gotten close.
Oh,
By the
that's cool.
by the end of the week, we were pretty close. And
Yeah.
we went to the
Yeah.
local pub, which she lives here, and she like knew, and she worked there, and she like knows everyone. But
That's super cool.
this is pretty cool, actually. She was living in Switzerland and Germany, and her
Oh, that's cool.
family owns wineries in Australia, and they have like their own vineyard and winery, obviously. And she wants to take Australian wine and have like a wine bar in Switzerland.
Oh, fun. That'd be cool. That would
Yeah.
be really cool.
So she's like, I'm home, and I just figured I'd do the harvest because I'm home and I need to make some money.
I'm loving it too out here. I love this
I'm
place.
loving
This
it.
place is, I'm loving it.
Yeah, I wish we were closer, but
I know. We're a 4 hour drive from each other.
I
So
don't have a
far,
car
yet
I
so
could drive
close.
more. I don't have a car I
No.
could drive even halfway to. I can go to the train station and back in just 30 minutes away.
Mm, yeah, yeah.
All right, well, that's it for the pod today. Sorry, we were just
Hmm.
chatting about Aussie, but hopefully you got some information about us. And
Sorry for the no wine. I'm currently in a library because I don't have
yeah.
any Wi-Fi at home. So I won't be
Uh,
having wine with me for some time.
yeah. And also like working with wine during harvest, like and drinking it, like that's a lot, you feel me?
It kind of gets, yeah. And as always, tell your friends, your families, your foes, everyone you know. Follow us on Facebook, Instagram. What do we have? TikTok, YouTube, Spotify, Apple Podcasts. Like, subscribe, comment, and yeah,
Yeah,
if
we're trying to update our socials as much as possible, and it seems to be that y'all are loving it. So,
yeah. And I apologize for my not a lot of presence on there. Again, no Wi-Fi. So things load and things don't load. So I'm trying the
and
best
there's
I
no
can.
uploading.
Nope.
Okay, well, thank you for watching, and we'll see you in 2 weeks.
Yep. And as always,
Stay
stay
unfiltered,
unfiltered,
uncorked,
uncorked,
and
and
remember,
remember,
sip happens.
it happens.
Cheers. Salute.
Cheers.